It's time for the SVU After Show here on AFTERBUZZ TV. We are talking Season 18, Know It All. Stick around.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hello and welcome to the SVU After Show here on AFTERBUZZ TV. If you haven't already, go to youtube.com/AfterBuzzTV, hit subscribe. We are also on iTunes and SoundCloud. Subscribe there as well. I'm your host, Yael Tygiel. I'm joined by my lovely co-host, Lauren Salaun.
Hello, everybody. Super excited to be here to talk about this episode. You guys can find me everywhere online at Lauren Salaun, and I'm manning the chat, and you guys, as usual, are talking up a storm, and we love it.
You're womaning the chat.
Manning, womaning.
Jesse Janedy should join us shortly, but until then, let us prepare you with some information. We have a hotline for anyone who may need it.
We do. That number is for RAIN, which is the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, and that phone number is 1-800-656-HOPE, 1-800-656-4673.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Oh my God. Welcome. I also want to remind everyone that this show talks about very serious topics. Law & Order Special Victims Unit covers very serious issues. This episode, we have a rapist, and sometimes when the plot goes dark, we go light. Yep. So please prepare for awful, awful jokes. And
I like to say they're great jokes, but maybe not. Yeah. Maybe not like the most tasteful, but they're good.
I also would say that they're not good.
I tend to think very highly of myself and my co-hosts.
Sorry, your jokes are good.
And my co-host and their joke-making abilities.
Okay. We're talking Season 18, Episode 15, Know It All. What did you think of this episode? Oh no, that's not a good sign. I'll start then. I liked this episode.
I did like it.
Okay.
It was fast-paced, exciting.
Go.
I liked the content we were dealing with, surveillance, like high-tech stuff.
Yeah.
That was cool. I liked it. It was like big, you know, it went big because into the the NYPD.
Yeah.
Where am I? Where do they live?
LAPD.
Yeah, LAPD. However, I will say that as is characteristic of this season, I feel like we have so much possibility in the beginning for like cool stuff to happen, and then it's like meow, predictable, you know? That's how I felt.
I really liked this episode. Not necessarily the rapist storyline, because I went, yeah, well, this is dumb, because he did it. Like, I was excited because I thought that David Willard was going to turn out to be the Second Avenue Strangler. Like, I thought, wow, that'd be so cool.
That was so anticlimactic with him. They're like, well, we found this huge serial rapist. Like, there we go, bye.
So not only did they find him as he was about to assault someone, but they also, like, took him in. He confessed. And then they were like, well, we're done with that.
Yeah, we didn't spend any time there. Like, that could have been a bit more exciting,
right?
I feel like.
Absolutely. But then I went, oh, wouldn't it be great if this guy's crazy, confessing, and David Willard is a serial rapist? Wouldn't that be fascinating? No. No, he only gets to rape one woman. And then it turns out it wasn't even rape.
No, it was like...
Consensual-ish.
Consensual and...
Ish.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
Anyway.
I liked that we started with the, like, here's what's happening. We have a pattern 23 rapist. The newspapers are calling them the Second Avenue Strangler. I'm watching this with my roommate going, wait, have we heard this story before? And I went, no, this is SVU. You don't have to watch any previous episodes. They'll give you what you need to know.
Yeah.
God, it's such a good show. And then we all of a sudden
at the same
cut.
time,
Yes.
like, can we have a case that is going through the whole season? Like, I want something like that.
That's not a thing we do.
It sometimes is.
No, it's a thing that we do when there's like 3 episodes that connect. We never do a full season arc.
Okay, well, can we have some sort of arc?
a 2-parter.
Sure.
Yeah,
or a 3-parter.
I was reading,
something.
I think it was the All Things Law and Order
Sorry,
blog.
I'm getting cranky.
Yeah, the All Things Law and Order blog. I think that person was also like, this could have been a great 2-parter.
Right. He did say that, and I agree.
Yeah.
He, she, I don't know.
Whoever writes that blog, thank
I
you.
assume it's just a man.
I assume it's a woman.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I've read things that suggest it's a man.
I think I've read the opposite. Any Hoosers. So we start out with this information and then we just cut to Attention Inc. And I went, clearly this is related. Right? Other than she's the victim, clearly this is related.
Yeah.
And he's the most famous person on the show.
Yes. Always. This is always how it is. And the first person that we like talk to. See, I just feel like it's getting too easy.
I will say
viewer.
this. I appreciate that we finally have a murder. It's been a long time since I feel like we've had dead victims.
I did like the editing of the like their little date and stuff, you know, the way that it went with the two of them, and then like the next scene she's just like dead on the ground.
Oh yeah.
I was like, yeah, you're not wasting any time, no struggle, we're just seeing
Well,
it.
because when it happened, I went, it doesn't look like her, but it has to be by the way they cut it.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I don't think that's her, but the way they cut it, that must be her.
I know. I was like, ooh.
So good. Yeah. I agree that I really liked this whole technological thing that we had. I liked that Attention Inc. is this creepy stalker company that's like, we're all about transparency. No, you're about creepiness.
Yeah. He's like, remember, your phone's tapped or something. I'm like, though, who was I talking to? Somebody who does a TV show here in Los Angeles. It's a reality show, and I know who it is, but I'm not gonna like say the name and stuff. But
you'll tell me after.
they take your phones and they like tap your own phone, and then they will wipe your phone when you're done working on the show. Your own personal phone. I'd be like, yeah, no,
Wait,
that would
what?
not happen.
Somebody who works on a reality show.
Yeah.
What do they do?
It's like a talk show. They take the production team or whoever, IT team, takes your phone and like, you know.
No, but who do they do that to?
The people who work on the show.
Anyone. Like a PA.
Like a producer.
A producer.
Yeah.
I don't like this one bit.
Nope.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit about Jennifer's sister, Laura, the victim's sister, Laura, and this whole drunk thing, and the fact that it's just Benson and Rollins dealing with her.
Yeah.
Benson, whose mother's an alcoholic, and Rollins, whose sister is a problem, but also has a gambling addiction. Like, these are the two women that have to.
Yeah.
Liv.
I mean, we don't know if it's an issue.
Yeah, Liv's issue hasn't been a problem yet.
I mean,
see, that storyline got dropped.
yeah, so many things got
I have
dropped. But
thoughts.
will they come back?
No. Here are my thoughts. I'm going to do it. I'm going to just share my thoughts now
Okay.
because this seems like the time. This season
space.
started with a new showrunner. Yeah,
kidding.
that's what it is. I think what happened was this season they went, yeah, we're not going to finish those storylines. We're going to go with this. Because also this season has it feels very different than all other seasons. And I feel like this showrunner went, this is what I want to do this season.
How are you feeling overall with the season so far?
Disappointed mostly.
C minus.
I don't think there's a letter for the grade I would
C.
give it.
Ooh.
Maybe one of the worst seasons.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm feeling like, I keep feeling like this. In the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes of the episodes, I'm like, ooh, this is going to be cool. We could go here. We could go here. It could be him. It could be blah, 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 all this stuff. And then it's like, no, it's exactly how you would predict it to go. And we're not going to explore any of those cool directions,
So
really.
this episode I liked because of two great things. So I love the use of the smart TV. I love that. That was great. But also, I think that this episode gave us our villain was smart. And I like that because so
But
far.
stupid, too.
So first, here's why he's smart. Maybe not smart. That's not the word I'm looking for. He was an admirable foe because so he's smart enough not to leave evidence in his blackmailing, wrong, but he's not smart enough to reason why his rope, his fingerprints were on the rope. Fine, whatever. He's not smart, but he is able to blackmail people, and that is what makes him dangerous and an interesting villain.
Right.
So
that was really cool seeing that happen. Like when Barba
Where
dropped out of the
before
case.
Barba,
Where I was like,
the rope expert,
Yeah.
who we still don't know what it is.
right.
He never revealed what it was, but the fact that he was willing to kill himself over it.
I think this has to do with kids.
Oh, I absolutely think it has to do with kids.
And
but
whether
that's
or
'cause
not-
I
but it-
watched Black Mirror.
But not even necessarily like maybe like a child died and his actions were a result of it. Like you know.
Oh, I went somewhere much more
also
SVU.
there, but then I was like, but maybe he's like an okay guy.
No, I went, this is an SVU case.
That's why pedophile.
That's why he can't tell Finn what happened.
Yeah.
Because he touched a little boy.
Probably. Bad jokes. Oh!
That's a snort-worthy
yeah, I like it. Oh.
See, guys, we warned you before we started. And then let's talk about Barba's secret. Okay, so first of all, Estonja, really? That's what you want to... We're giving you an out. We're giving you a freaking out. Estonia. What a beautiful name. Girl, it is Estonja. No, little girl. You take that out. No thoughts on her name?
I did think it was... I laughed at that. Yeah.
She was also rude.
Estonja. Yeah.
So rude. It's like... Lauren. No, it's Lauren. Why would it be that? Why?
I once emailed this one girl, obviously my name's Lauren. Hi, guys. And this girl whose name was also Lauren spelled it LAU''REN, and I hated her because of that. I had never met her. I think we exchanged 2 emails.
I would never speak to her again.
But I was like,
No.
this is the worst.
Who am I to judge
Just
names?
like that.
Yeah. Speaking of names, I want to give a shout out to someone whose name I don't know how to pronounce. I'm going to say Isia. Yep, that's what I'm going with. Isia. Isha.
Spell it.
ICIA. Shout out to this person. Whoever they may be.
That's it?
That's the shout out.
Shout out. Hey, you.
Thanks for watching the SVU After Show, even though you don't watch SVU.
Okay, you guys
Yes.
in the chat. Steven, you guys, are we going to bring up Barba and Liv being great together every week?
They're not.
They're not going to be. We don't agree with that.
Oh, we will get to Barba's
They're not each
relationship.
other's types, regardless of whether it's a heterosexual thing or not.
No, but we're going to talk about their relationship when we talk about Estonja.
Yeah. And then Ariadne's saying, I thought the secret with Barba would have something to do with killing the guys who blackmailed him. Whoa.
That would have been so much
we
better.
would hope that that would happen
Yeah.
because it's a continuation of things that have happened before.
Nah.
But no,
No,
let's
this
just do
is
a whole new thing.
A whole new story that we've never heard before, nor have we ever thought about. So the blackmail was they assumed he was paying this little girl for sex. Can we talk about the fact that David assumed that Barba would pay a little girl for sex? No.
Barbara was probably also like, excuse me, her name's Estonja.
No one's sleeping with her.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, right.
Estonja, come on.
Anne-Marie also thinks Barb's was gay.
So I think this would have been an amazing opportunity for him to like be like, me paying a girl for sex? Ha ha ha. You know what I mean? Like that would have been funny.
But they can't make jokes, pedophile jokes.
No.
About
I mean the fact that she was female.
No, I get that, but also a minor.
Oh, it would have been
They can't, as characters on the show, make those kind of jokes.
It would have been
we
so
can't
great
hear
if
for
Barba
them.
would have been like, maybe if it was a boy.
Yeah. And then Liv's like,
What?
excuse me?
That would have been so funny.
It would.
So, just to be clear, we're not saying necessarily that Barba is gay.
We are.
We're not saying that he's
We
straight.
are not.
I personally think that Barba is likely bisexual.
Nope.
She is very much positive that
Gay
he's gay.
only.
Oh, that's it. He's gay. Straight is not an option.
Yeah, no. I don't think he's straight at all.
Okay.
But we talked about
Estonja.
this before. Bisexual is too wild for SVU.
I don't think so.
I know. Well, you're...
Estonja. I'm stuck on the freaking name.
Oh, man.
Okay, so the episode ends
Oh.
with Barbara has a meeting with the DA, and he'll tell me what's next. What?
Well, a few things.
Ugh.
Sorry. Mr. Henry 84 says, I wonder what Broadway show Carisi was going to see. Company, perhaps. Wink.
Everyone
And
wants to talk
somebody,
about
who was it? It
Carisi's
passed.
friend.
Hufflepuffed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The bra. That was very weird.
Get on with it.
Hufflepuffed asked if we've talked about the hot black detective yet.
We have not.
We will.
Okay. Before we get to Carisi's friend and the hot black
Mr.
detective.
Henry! Barbara is gay and a 34B and loves Broadway shows.
Yes. Absolutely.
Gosh, they run into them out.
Oh my god, I want that so
That would
bad.
be so
Wait,
weird.
You think it's more likely that that Barba likes to dress in drag to go to Broadway shows than he's bi?
No, I'm joking.
Okay, because that would be amazing if you would have been like, yeah, that's much more likely.
Sure. No, I think he is the way he is, as we see him, a proud gay man.
I don't know if he's that proud.
A serious gay man.
Yeah, a very serious gay man who would never sleep with a stone jaw.
Yeah.
Ugh, no one's going to. So, okay, so he has a meeting with the DA, and that's how the show ends. And I shouted and tweeted at the writers that I refuse to accept that as the end of Barba. Refuse to accept it.
Oh, yeah.
The good news is if you see the promo for next week, it's not.
Oh, gosh.
But
so
I'm
many
sitting
hours.
there
I was like,
watching it going, I will kill them. I will kill these writers. Okay, let's talk about
Wait, did
Carisi's friend.
You say you tweeted and emailed?
I also sent them death threats to their
No,
homes.
okay, you tweeted and yelled. Okay,
Yes.
got it. I was like, wait a second. Did I catch that right?
Yes, I
I
sent
wrote letters.
packages. I murdered their cats. I would never hurt cats. Anyone who's seen my Twitter knows I would
Baby
never.
children.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, Carisi's friend. Thoughts?
This was so awkward. One, do you like I don't know. The whole thing just felt weird to me and fake.
So I was thinking about it, and I was like, who are the women in his life? Well, we have Rollins, who just had a baby. It is not a 34B. Her boobs are bigger. And he has a sister who is pregnant, last we heard.
You don't buy your sister bras.
No, but like maybe she was using the computer because she was visiting. But
wasn't it his?
it was his work computer.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's not the point.
Okay.
The point is, I was trying to figure out who the women in his life are. His sister, last we heard, was pregnant or just had a baby. Also, boobs are too big. So, it's a new mystery woman, or I would be absolutely believing that Carisi likes to dress in drag. He would make, that's why he shaved the mustache. He would make a beautiful woman.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Carisi likes to dress in drag and go to Broadway shows with Barba.
Oh boy. So you know what? It just felt weird. Like it felt fake, you know?
What do you mean?
Or not fake. It just felt like awkward. Like Carisi, I don't know. Like
So it could be, so the idea was that something that he searched for on his computer came up and then prompted ads to be this way. Yes?
the chat, they love it. You guys are so fun. Ashley is like Mrs. Raphael. And Steven, unless the 34B is for Carisi.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Because he's
And then
really skinny.
Hanan is like, gosh, I completely forgot about the bra. Oh, and then things about tucking.
Okay. No, but Carisi
But
is
a 34
he's really
is
small around.
like me.
Yeah. He's not a big guy.
Carisi has a bigger chest than me. Come on.
I don't think he does. I think when we see him in his vest, he's a very scrawny man.
No.
And a B cup, that sounds, no one's really a B cup. No
Oh,
normal
everybody.
people.
This is if you want. This is the model we're looking at.
This is what a 34B looks like.
34. Yes.
B?
Yeah.
I'm adorable.
Thank you. Leave me alone.
I haven't
You're
been-
welcome, everybody listening to this show.
I haven't been that
But
size
that
since like
Carisi is
elementary
not.
school.
You're so nice to me.
I am.
Carisi is not this narrow.
Yes, he is. He's a pretty narrow dude, and Barba's pretty much wider. So it has to be Carisi. Of the two of them wearing a bra, it's Carisi. Also, there's a good chance.
But also, maybe he
Wait.
has no idea how to shop for a bra.
I was going to say that. There's a good chance he has no idea what his size is.
Yeah.
But a B would be like proportional to his
Okay.
scrawniness.
Kendall, that, yes. The whole scene felt forced. That's more what I'm, like, fake and forced. Like, it just was, like, did not... I feel like there's a story here that isn't like, oh, it's my new girlfriend.
Well, so here was my theory before you interrupted with your this is what a 34B looks like. Beautiful. I think the idea is that you were looking for something and this is the ad that now has followed because of what you were looking for. What if Carisi...
I'm talking about my Star Wars shirt.
Oh, sure they are.
And
What
my
if
boobs.
Carisi
Damn it.
was looking at lingerie on his work computer, and thus this came up. Not lingerie to buy, lingerie to look at.
Or he was just like needed something to hot girls to look at and was looking up underwear.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He was looking at porn.
Yeah.
Like really tame porn because he works in a
he's
police
like Victoria's
station.
Secret magazine.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, maybe that's it.
Thank you.
And maybe he has like a porn addiction, and that's going to be a storyline.
I wish.
Or like Hanan says, he was looking at a bra for me.
Perfect timing.
Thank you. Anyway, that's enough talking about my bras.
Okay. I want to talk about the hot black cop, and I think it is perfect timing to talk about this.
We're going to talk about the hot black
cop.
Because
Jesse's here.
look who's here.
Jesse, perfect timing. We've covered the entire episode, and now we're talking about the hot black
look who
cop.
got a haircut, you guys. Look who got a haircut.
Oh my God, I missed you guys.
All right, girl, what did you think of the hot guy?
Well, so I'm glad that I could come in and put my 2 cents. And I mean, I just love anytime SVU can put in some eye candy. I just always appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
And especially with this episode, I love that. Wait, do you always do that?
What?
Block the camera on your computer?
Well, I have been for like the last 2 weeks because, which actually is very relevant to this week's episode because I noticed when I do Facebook calls, just voice calls, the camera goes on, and that was weirding me out because sometimes I do calls at home and I look like a hot mess, and I'm like, it's the camera showing it's on. It's not. I don't see myself here. It's only a voice call. Can someone see me? And so I just covered it.
I also, for a long time, had a thing over my camera because I'm paranoid.
Mark Zuckerberg covers his
I
camera
know.
and
We learned
microphone.
that in
We
the-
did learn this.
So my thing is this: I saw it on Shark Tank originally, like this person made them, but like, and I've always heard it, but this episode really freaked me out. Like, I went psycho in my apartment. Like, my Samsung TV, I put tape on it. I put a memo pad, a thing over this. Like, my phone just has me sketched out. Like,
oh, we got so loud.
yeah,
Suddenly.
wait, what's that?
I appreciate it.
I'm tapping.
Go.
No, I don't.
We're being recorded.
This kind of stuff is like legit weird because.
Wait, we were talking about the hot black
sorry.
cop.
Okay.
We'll go back to
Sorry.
surveillance.
I
We
mean, he was
already
hot.
talked about surveillance.
He was hot.
No, we're gonna talk about it
Is
more.
he the same hot black cop we had like a few episodes
I
ago?
don't think so.
Was
No.
a different hot black
Yeah.
cop.
Which I appreciate. You know what I mean? Diversity.
Hey.
Also, speaking of hot black cops, Finn was like a part of this episode.
Yeah.
That's
And he has
been
a new
while.
hairstyle.
Was
Okay.
he really
Yeah.
though?
Yeah.
I felt like it was more like people talked to him and he had more like eyebrow.
No, he was in the. There was like a scene where he had lines. We haven't had that in weeks.
That's true.
Yeah. He's being more like assertive and like a leader lately than just like
Which
the lines like we
takes
went
me-
through last week.
I have
which was
something to
so fun.
say about that. So I want to stop real quick, take a moment, thank everybody so much for joining us. Thank you to everyone who's in the chat. Thank you to people who apparently watch this show without watching SVU. I really love that you're all here. Who do we have in the chat?
We've got Steven, Hufflepuff, Anne-Marie, Hanan, Ariadne, Raikura, that's a cool name, Mr. Henry, Kendall, Ashley. We've
Thank
got more.
you all
Anne-Marie.
so
Did I already
much.
say that?
You got it.
Tons
Thanks.
of people. You guys rock.
Thank you so much for being here. We ask you to do a very simple thing. Go to iTunes, subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. It's a really quick, you just push the button that says subscribe. That way you won't miss a single thing, especially with crazy hiati that this show does.
Girl.
Yeah. So we won't be back for another 3 weeks, but we're still going. We're not done. I also want to say that if you go on to iTunes, write a review, bang on the keyboard, give us 5 stars if you like us, 4 stars if you don't, and Lauren will read them live on the air, including your emojis, which is the cutest thing ever. There are no new reviews.
There aren't any. You guys really broke my heart.
I mean,
Though I
we've
will
been
have
off
to
for a
say, I'm going to give
We
Mr.
were here
Henry
last week.
a shout out in the chat because your comments are like hilarious today. I wonder if the killer had given Benson a Pepsi, he would have gotten away with it.
Too soon.
No, soon enough.
As she drinks Coke.
Absolutely.
I just did too.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
That was great. I want to tell you all about a deleted scene that I'm pretty sure exists.
Oh.
So
From this specific.
I actually think it may have been from last episode, but it's related to. Last episode, Finn is talking about the fact that he has taken the sergeant's exam. I believe there is a deleted scene out there. I could have sworn I saw this headline that he passed the sergeant exam.
Really?
Yes. The thing is, if the scene did not air, it is not canon, and therefore he is not a sergeant. So, you know what? I take that back. This episode I just had read was supposed to air before last episode. So maybe next episode we'll hear
something about
him being a sergeant.
So maybe they deleted it because they played him out of order.
Maybe.
So if they put him as a sergeant, where do you then see this?
He would be the second in command, which we don't really have right now.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that is a deleted
Leaving
scene.
space for someone new to join the team?
Yeah, we're missing someone.
Oh,
Yes?
Kendall says the official SVU Twitter account tweeted the scene.
Oh.
Interesting. I knew I saw it somewhere.
Nice.
I went Googling for it and couldn't find it.
Yeah.
It's probably because it's on Twitter. So
I want them
Speaking
to
of
get some young blood. I feel like the cast is kind of.
especially Creasy with his gorgeous silver hair.
Which I also have come to terms that there's no possible way, and it's just a fantasy that
No.
Barbara's gay. It's not.
Wait, how?
You
We've
missed our
already
entire.
had this
we already
discussion.
No, Barbara
This episode.
He's gay or nothing?
Nope. This episode
confirmed that he's still
that he was
possibly
not.
gay.
Nope.
Why? Because
How?
because of
How?
Astonja.
Because he was clearly wearing a striped shirt with a plaid.
Yeah.
No.
Oh wait.
Because
First of all,
his fashion
he
choices?
always mixes patterns. He's been doing that since we met him.
Oh, well then, honey, then I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. He is.
There's no way you live in New York City,
He looks
have that
so
type
good.
of coin.
He looks so good.
No, he looks great, but I'm
In
just
his
saying,
mixed
not gay
patterns.
great.
He can pull
Gay
it off
great.
intentionally.
Oh, he's trying to like stay in the closet. Like, no, I would guess it if I'm mixing these two.
Girl, no one thinks that
No.
way but you.
Hi, I'm a
However,
gay
okay.
man.
Oh no, I want to hear what you think about Carice's bra.
Oh, I can't.
Girl,
like
we-
that was another one. I was like,
All right.
It felt weird, right? Forced.
a little forced.
We already discussed it.
Whose bra is it?
It's Carice's bra. He likes to dress in drag when he and Barbara go to the Broadway shows. Girl, you can't come into the show late and then disperse our theories.
I can have my own theories. That's why my chair was waiting without the mic plugged.
Okay. I have news to share with everybody. So hit the news button.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Wow, look at you on top of it.
7 years, guys. 7 years.
Okay, so this news I had for a long time, and I'm very excited about it. Ironically, it's about next week's episode. So, for those who have been living under a rock, the Roger Ailes story is coming to SVU, ripped from the headline. So, for those who don't know,
Ripped.
it was. Ooh, I want to read to you the news. So, longtime Fox News anchor Gretchen Carlson famously sued Ailes and Fox News last year, claiming she was fired after rejecting sexual advances from Ailes. As allegations from other females from the cable news network surfaced, he stepped down from his post. I also believe he died. I feel like that happened, right? He's dead? Anybody?
No.
All right. On Monday night, this was last week, I think, Fox News found itself in hot water again. A report in the New York Times alleges that the network paid $13 million in settlements to women who accused Bill O'Reilly of sexual harassment. So former O'Reilly Factor guest Wendy Walsh came forward about her own past experience with O'Reilly. There's more on this. You can check it out. But SVU will be
I'm excited.
covering this next episode, starring Christopher McDonald, which I love him from Happy Gilmore. Because he eats pieces of poop like you for breakfast, and she's Shooter McGavin.
Yeah.
He will be playing, not Ailes, he will be playing, so the episode is titled The Newsroom, and it says, Benson and Barbara ask witnesses to put their jobs on the line after a news anchor makes an on-air disclosure of rape against her boss. So he will be playing the boss.
That's intense.
Oh, Peter Gallagher will also be returning, as will Peyton List, who will be in her third episode as a third different character on this show. I'll tell you all about it next week. Bonnie Somerville will be on there as well, and Mark Moses from Mad Men. I'm so excited for the next episode.
Yeah. That looks good.
Should we head into predictions then?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can still talk about this episode.
Your AFTERBUZZ TV.
Not about this episode, about next week.
Not next week.
Well, whenever we return.
I'll tell you when we're returning. April 26th is the next new episode. Well, yes,
Hold
that's
my
next new
breath.
episode, so we'll be back the 27th.
So, first of all, what's tea with like the whole Trump episode? Have we got any update with that?
The official word is they do not know when it will air. The unofficial word is they will not air it.
Okay, so
Unless he gets impeached. and
what
then they'll
would be
definitely air it.
really cool with this next episode if they wanted to kind of like give a little stick it to the man, stick it to the Cheeto.
They won't.
I know, but to kind of because he just rejected Obama's clause for women in the workplace. So this would be actually kind of a great episode for them to kind of just throw that in there as it not being a law, because if they filmed it, it kind of still was a law. So that would be interesting if they could add that in
It would be really cool if they could put in this stuff with O'Reilly, right? Because that's also relevant and part of it, and that's newer information, and the president has made his own thoughts about it known. I think it would be interesting. They have a few weeks to add in some lines. I think it would be really interesting to have like one of the detectives being like, the president is weighing in on this.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
I don't think it's happening.
No.
What do you got?
Probably not. Oh, I'm excited for this one.
Oh, you look like somebody said
Oh,
something.
no.
Yeah,
Hufflepuff just said, April 26th, I'll be dead by then. Thanks, Law and Order, for your inconvenient breaks.
Agreed. Agreed.
Yeah.
But Barbara will be there, so my panic at the end of this episode can calm down. I was angry.
Oh, yeah, no.
Wait,
everyone's-
angry this episode?
At this episode,
Yeah.
at the end, it looked like he was getting fired.
I mean, it was just a weird episode altogether.
I
For him.
loved it.
For him. I know, I love the episode, but for him, his role, it was just kind of like, Barbara, you're stronger than this. You're stronger than that. Put the fucking phone down and tell Liv what's wrong.
Yeah, the fact that he was like, I'm being blackmailed and I can't tell you. Shut your mouth.
Because you're doing something amazing.
It seemed like he normally would be like, oh, please. Like,
Right.
excuse me?
Do you remember at the end of last season when he
Lawyered.
was threatened and he literally went, here is my address, do it at my house? If you're
Yeah.
going to murder me, come to my house. This episode, oh no, you know about Astonja. I hate that girl's name. I hate it so much.
Ashtonja.
But this would have been the perfect episode for him to say, oh, really? You're going to extort me for that? I'm gay.
Thank you!
Not even, yeah, that's what we were saying. Not even into her.
Would not touch her, she's a girl.
Right.
And that name, Astonja.
So if you missed the promo for next episode, The Newsroom, airing on April 26th, A History of Harassment Covered Up. It's the Roger Ailes story with Christopher McDonald. The whole network knew.
The whole network knew.
4 women with credible stories of
4
harassment.
women with incredible stories.
Credible.
With credible stories.
Of harassment.
Of harassment.
Going back 15 years.
Going back 15 years.
SVU.
SVU, April 26th, and we'll be right here on AfterBuzz TV.
That was a beautiful way to go out. Thank you so much, Jesse. Thank you for finally making it.
Thank you for
We have
leaving
missed
the door
you.
unlocked.
Absolutely. Where can people keep up with you?
Ever at DJ Jesse J.
What other shows are you doing?
Girl, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. You can check me out on Black Hollywood Live. I do This Week, The Beat. If you like music, want some new music, check that out. If you like reality TV, on Sundays we do Reality Check. Boop. And I have my own show that I'm working on. That's why I've been gone, honey, because I'm about to come out with Jesse's House. So stay tuned.
Can't wait.
Jesse's
Lauren.
what?
House.
A house. Okay, that's what I thought. Oh, sorry.
Jesse's
hey guys,
Whores.
Lauren, who are you?
Hi, I'm Lauren Salaun. You can find me everywhere online, especially Instagram, at Lauren Salaun. That's LaurenSalaun.
I absolutely suggest you check out Lauren on Instagram, especially if you're wondering what a 34B looks like.
Oh.
You missed a year here.
And yes, it's a Star Wars shirt. There was commentary.
Lauren, what shows do you do here?
You know what? Right now, this is the only. I was doing Black Sails, and we just wrapped this week. So right now, it's just you guys.
And she smells amazing.
She does smell
Like, I'm just like, what
Thank
is
you.
that?
Thank you.
I'm Yael Tygiel. You can find me everywhere at Yael Tygiel. That's YAELTYGIEL. I also am only doing this show and Gay Weekly Roundtable, which is about 2 hours before this one on Thursdays. But we have a hiatus next week, so I'm sad.
Yeah. Well.
We'll see you April 27th here on AfterBuzz.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Dun dun.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.